All right, friends, what's up? So it's time to check out Copilot. I've been holding back. I've been doing a lot of AI stuff. And if you want to run Copilot in your Mac, remember Copilot, I don't think Copilot is available on Mac OS. We'll want to check on that, right? So, check the App Store real quick to see something here. Nope. So Copilot is not available on the Mac OS, but it's available on your phone. Hey, real quick, before we start, just want to let you know that Parallels is celebrating a birthday and they are providing a 25% discount. Hit the link in the description if you want to follow along or if you want to try it for free. Oh, hey, before we get started, let's talk about this whole situation with the subscriber list. Now, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. We're 113 right now, strong. And if you don't mind, you can hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't mess anything up, and it's not going to annoy you with any type of notifications. Just going to let you know when I drop some new stuff. Besides that, we're going to get started here. So here's the first thing, and I'm not too excited about it. I just did a very quick prompt, which is, tell me something inspirational so I can work hard today. So what I was expecting was for Copilot to kind of be like, yeah, hey, look, man, do this, do that. If you want to work hard, do this and do that. It seems to me that all it did is kind of act like Siri back in the day. And I'm not going to say that too loud because then it comes up. But it's just, oh, yeah, look, I went online. Here are some, it's basically what it did. Oh, I went online and here are some quotes. That's
lame.
So from that perspective, then it kind of has some cool things. I don't know yet. This is the first time I'm using it. So if you have experience using it and you feel that it does a lot of cool stuff, let me know in the comments. But we're going to keep trying here. I do have some prompts that I want to use. And those prompts are going to hit on specific things for instructional design. And we're going to test it right away. Let's just go ahead and test that and see what we got here. So the first prompt that I got is, please use instructional design best practices and write 3 learning objectives for a compliance course in cybersecurity. Let's see what happens. Oh, it took an image. Interesting. Okay, so here we go. Certainly, here are 3 learning objectives for compliance course in cybersecurity. Identify key regulations. By the end of this course, participants will be able to identify and explain at least 5 key security regulations that impact their specific industry. They will demonstrate understanding through the analysis of case studies. All right, so it's using understanding. We don't want understanding. I do like the identify. That is an action verb. And okay, identify key regulations. And that just means you see a regulation and you know where it applies, right? So you see the regulation, hey, don't click on emails or whatever, and you see where it applies. That's what identify does. That's it. Okay, implement effective measures. Participants will learn effective measures, designing, executing a compliance plan tailored to the organizational needs. Designing and executing. Okay, this includes risk assessment strategies. Okay, that one's better. Implement effective measures. It's better, but it doesn't have all the ingredients that we know. We know for a learning objective, you need to have the audience, the behavior that you want to see demonstrated, the conditions that you're providing for that behavior to be demonstrated, and the degree of performance. And those are not here. So, how well are people going to do this? We don't know anything with this implement. Conduct compliance audits. Upon completion, attendees will be able to conduct regular compliance audits using industry standard tools and methodologies. This ensures the organization is adherence on relevance. And okay, fine. This is all right. It's not really good. And really, it's not much different than what happens with ChatGPT. So it's about the prompt that makes a difference. It's what I tell you folks. What I tell everybody is like, look, it's the quality of the input. AI today or in the future even is not going to be a thing where it's going to be like, I know everything you want to do and see what we'll do. So if you were to modify this, then use it, you modify the prompt. How do you make it better? Where you basically tell it, hey, you are an expert in this and you're going to be based on Mager's behavioral, instructional objectives and validating with Bloom's taxonomy 2001 revision. And if you do those two things, then your results will be different. Go ahead and try it. Drop in the comments if you got something different. Let me know. Besides that, now that they wrote the objectives, it wrote the objectives for me. Let's go ahead and prompt it to write questions, right? Multiple choice questions. And again, I'm not telling it what thing to use. So for identifying key regulations, which of the following refers to specific cybersecurity regulation that impacts financial industry? All right, so SOX. Yeah, know that. Okay, correct answer. Good. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a tip on this. So it could be. Let's see. Let's check against this question because this is okay. The first thing we want to find out is the question is giving away the answer. So which industry? Okay, so this is a recall question to identify. So you're identifying, hey, it is that one. All right, great. Then the second one, what is the primary purpose of conducting a risk assessment? So this is a richer question. So the primary purpose is to identify potential vulnerabilities. Okay, enforce executive controls, ensure. So this is good because they are not good. So none of the question, nothing on the stem is giving away the answer. Everything is here, and none of the prompts, none of the distractors are giving us any clue as to what the right answer is. So that's a good question. Great. All right. And the last one is, during a compliance audit, what is the role of penetration testing? Heard that one before. That's hilarious. All right. So to assess employee training effectiveness, to evaluate measures. So it's to simulate attacks. Okay. So out of all of these, parallel form is kind of kept. And what that means is that the distractors are the same length. So they don't really stick out too much. Except this one, there's two problems here. It's C, and so when people don't really know, they guess out. They used to say that in the military, when in doubt, Charlie out. And also the prompt, the distractor sticks out quite a bit more than the others. So it will kind of hint that, hey, this answer seems to be like the right one. And the one thing I will say on this type of question, when you write this up, to make it more concise, you don't have to add two. You could just remove the two for all of that, and it's assess employees and evaluate that. So that will make it better. All right, cool. So I did that. It did those things. It could write decent questions. Give it a plus on that one. And we'll say, could you please add correct and incorrect feedback to these questions? Okay, let's see if it goes to that. All right, it did okay, except I thought I asked for correct and incorrect. Yeah, at correct and incorrect. So it didn't listen to my correct and incorrect. It missed the incorrect. It should have a second line saying the incorrect piece, like, hey, not so good. This is the reason why. So not good. All right. So we tested the question. So it can do somewhat of instructional design. You still have to guide it, just like anything else. Just like when we did ChatGPT, you can watch that other video up there. And the next test I want to do is a picture. So, and I'm going to try two things. So in the picture, I'm going to give it no context. I'm just going to upload the picture. I think it claims to do this. So I know ChatGPT is doing this at this point. So we'll see what happens there. And there's the picture, and we'll see. So who is this person in the image? I like the tab thing because it helps you kind of work things out. So we'll see what happens. So it doesn't really gonna do that. So, well, that's a hard test. I'm gonna have to do it with ChatGPT later, but that's a hard test because I took a picture from a book, and this person here is the father of instructional systems and instructional planning and design, technically, in the United States, and it predates 1940s. So last test then, because here's the thing. Here's basically how this works. I'm going to ask it now. This is what you see a lot more of the great things that this apps do, and it's just stuff that, okay, it's cool, but what I find that is a problem is that it doesn't have a lot of use. So you can make cool pictures, but what's the use? So I'm going to switch it to more creative. Okay. And I'm going to spin this over here and give it that prompt. So I ask it to make an image of a Chihuahua surfing on top of a great white shark. So it's working on it, I guess. We'll see. Okay, so this is cool, but guess what? It's powered by DALL-E. So technically, it's using Designer, so you can leverage on Microsoft Designer, and you can work the stuff. But it's using DALL-E, so Copilot. I'm still trying to get sold on this one. I don't know, but cool stuff. I mean, it got it on point, right? So it's like, there you go. There's a picture. All right, that works. Cool. Now we're gonna do something a little more spicy. This is gonna be an image related to a course. Let's say we're doing a course on sexual harassment prevention, right? And I'm creating one image of a woman inappropriately touching a male coworker in an office setting. Let's see now. I assume it's gonna go like, look at that. See, I knew it. So it's backing out. It's backing away from it. It doesn't want to deal with it. Because I don't know. I mean, it really shouldn't be that hard. You could just show someone touching a neck. I mean, just any violation of physical space, and showing a guy with the face, like, I don't like that. Vice versa could be a thing. So that really messes up a lot of the stuff I was going to do, because I was going to follow and ask it to do a manufacturing setting or something like that. So, okay. So what is Copilot good for then? I mean, besides this, it seems like it's just an assistant for you to search stuff on the internet. It's not really doing AI in that perspective. It seems like it's connecting or using, it's being powered by ChatGPT, technically you're just using ChatGPT. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I'm not convinced. It doesn't seem like anything interesting. Let's see if we click on new topic. Takes you back here and more precise. I'll even show you one thing I did actually, and I think this is it. I don't think I have anything else. I mean, you have this prompts here like compose a country song that describes peacefully. Okay, so creative stuff, great, but it doesn't have any relevance for you to use it in the real world. If it's going to create images, it seems like it's going to DALL-E. So why would I use Copilot if I'm using ChatGPT? And ChatGPT is already available in Mac OS. That's all I got.